All right, guys, so today we're talking about Apple AirTags and how thieves are using these things more than ever right now to steal your car, to track you, to rob your house, to do all this stuff. We're going to show you common places they hide them, how they hide them, what they look like, and how to scan your vehicle to make sure you don't have one on it. So what's going on? Let's give a scenario here. And we just had a problem at the grocery store a couple days ago. I made a video about it. Somehow it ended up being my fault. Anyhow, we won't get into that because YouTube will ban the video again. But let's say you parked at the grocery store, you're getting groceries. And let's say you don't even live in a bad part of town. You're in a good part of town. You go in the store, the thieves will watch you go in the store. If you're driving a nice car or if you're driving a crappy car, it just depends on what they're wanting. They'll walk up to your car. If you're driving this, it's probably not going to end well for you no matter what. They'll have Apple AirTag, which is a little bit bigger in the size of a quarter. And they have magnetic backs to go to them, or just a piece of really sticky tape. What they'll do, they'll walk by your car with it in their hand. They'll stick it on your car. They'll stick it under your, this has running boards, most SUVs do, stick it under there. Another thing is, well, Amanda, come over this way and show you. They'll go over here, they'll stick it behind your license plate. The Porsche may be a better example. They're very thin. They go like this, stick it behind there, and walk off. If you have a gas door that doesn't lock, I'm going a little fast for you. It doesn't lock. They'll walk up to it, stick in your gas door, and close it and walk off. It takes 2 seconds. So a lot of you guys are saying, well, why would anybody ever do that? Well, what they're made for, what these AirTags are made for, to put on your keychain, if you're traveling, to put on your bag while you're traveling. The battery lasts about 3 days in these AirTags. Different off-brand ones may last longer for Android, whatever. These are a Bluetooth-based unit. The problem is they got so cheap, they're about 30 bucks shipped for one of these AirTags. So anybody could buy them. Even the poorest of crooks can afford to buy these. If they have an iPhone, if they can't afford to buy a $30 Apple one, maybe they could buy a $20 Android one. And they could track it with a Walmart throwaway phone. Let's be honest, most crooks use Android throwaway phone. That's the way it is. Anyhow, so once they tag your car, let's say you live in town, let's say you live out of town, it doesn't matter. So it's going to track you via the app on their phone. It's going to show you driving on their phone. And it'll pinpoint an area very, very close. How this operates, since it does not have Wi-Fi, operates off Bluetooth. So for it to work, somebody has to be standing close by your car with an iPhone or with a phone. It'll jump the signal on that phone and broadcast to the internet through your phone's internet and shows them where it's at. That's the situation. So the app is actually on your Find My iPhone app. All right, guys, so go and open your phone up. Go to the Find iPhone app at the top here, the green. Click on that, hit OK on any location services. Hit allow once, add item. And start by location, go on the bottom to items. And add new item. And then hit search, and it's going to search for any AirTags around. So what we've been doing, we no longer drive this anywhere. I'm sorry, we don't. This is actually getting sold to someone else. We'll make a video on that after that happens. The Porsche has been broken, so we haven't driven that. The problem I had was in my Toyota Sequoia, which is a mom car. That's her tow vehicle. I was wearing, basically I'm wearing now, there's no reason for anybody to confront me or do anything. But did we get tagged the other day? No, we did not. Could we have? Absolutely. Absolutely. And what they're going to do, they're going to follow to your house. They may not be into stealing your car. This may not be a car theft operation. But if you have a nice car, they know you have expensive stuff at your house or a very expensive house. So they're going to follow you to your house. They're going to stake your house out. They're going to see by the AirTag when you leave, when you're home, when you leave, when you're home. They're going to sit back and stake it out. They're going to wait for you to leave, whether they see you leave or whether they're at home on their phone, they get a notification that you're on the move. Once you're gone, they're gonna come in here. It doesn't matter what kind of security you got. If you have cameras, they're gonna wear a mask, right? The problem is if you have cameras and you get them on camera, that doesn't necessarily mean you could prosecute them. You have to know who it is. Because you take it to the cops, they're not gonna know, right? Then maybe they wanna do Google facial recognition. Maybe the picture's clear enough, maybe it's not. That's the situation. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do to break in, throw a brick through your window, they're gonna kick your door in. There's no security secure enough to keep somebody out that wants to get in. We're in an age of cordless sawzalls and cordless grinders. You can walk up to somebody's house, it doesn't matter what it's made of, just saw a hole and walk through. I mean, that's just where we're at. They're gonna rob all your stuff. It's gonna take them about 5 minutes. There'll be several guys come in, fill up a car or a truck and drive off. Your best defense right now on the market is the Ring doorbell stuff. Because, you know, we have our big camera system, we recently got the Ring doorbell. Also paid a little bit, like $3 or $4 a month, so it records to your phone. So you could walk up to it and take it, that's fine. But it's still gonna record you, and most importantly, it's gonna ding your phone. So the second somebody comes to your house, you know somebody's there, right? So if you're close by, you could drive back home, guns a-blazing, whatever you wanna do, or call the cops immediately and say, hey, somebody's in my house breaking in. You'll know what's going on. This is not a paid sponsorship for any of this stuff. We have no affiliation with Ring doorbell, Apple AirTags or nothing. This is just recent situations happened to me. I'm just sharing the knowledge to you guys so this does not happen. This is how to keep yourself from getting robbed and carjacked without even knowing. If you have a heads up, you know what to do. So the run of things are before you leave the parking lot, if you're in a nice car, you need to make a habit before you leave the parking lot of pulling your phone out. It takes literally 10 seconds. With the Find My iPhone app, you go scan for AirTags. Hypothetically, you could turn the Bluetooth on your phone on and see all the Bluetooth devices, and it'll show up the AirTag on your car. Apple's recently changed stuff to where if there's an AirTag nearby, it'll alert you on your phone, but that's not 100% yet. It'll say there's an AirTag following you. That's not, you still have to scan them at this point in time, right? If it's a non-Apple AirTag, if it's off-brand, it may not do that at all. So you need to scan for any Bluetooth devices whatsoever. We'll get back to this. The most common placement to put stuff is under the fender wells, under the running board, under the bumper. One thing you can do, you can take your cell phone, flip the forward-facing camera on, and you can look under everything with your phone. If you have your windows cracked a little bit, that's also a no-no. It's the size of a quarter. They could take it and fling it in your car and it'll bounce off stuff and it's in your car. You'll never find that without scanning your car. You guys have to start doing this. This is a pandemic of an issue right now. We live in the Midwest, right? We used to not have that much crime. Now we have the crime. Now it's a problem. It's not a problem in our small town we live in. Once you go to a bigger town to get groceries, to go to Walmart, to go to the hardware store, that's when your problem's gonna arise. So be very, very careful of all this. And man, also watch, we'll go 10 seconds into something else. Watch your back. You pull up in a store, don't zone into your phone. Just don't do that. Your eyes should be, peripheral vision should be on full alert. If you're driving something very expensive, the whole damn town's watching you on that. They're looking for the next big heist. This is a massive heist. That's a massive heist. Parts are worth a fortune. That'll get drug to a chop shop or exported faster than you can even know about. So if anything is in your car or your car itself that you don't want stolen, beware. Never lock your car and think that somebody can never take it. The way thieves are doing also now is they're getting the Mercedes software, getting the BMW software, getting the Porsche software, and they walk up to you with a key cutter. They get your VIN, they cut a key to it, and get in the car and drive off. Way you could prevent some of that, well, man, to go around this way, I'll meet you at the front of the car. One way you can prevent somebody cutting a key, come around this way, I'll show you right here, is a lot of people now are covering up their VIN number. The way you cover up a VIN number is you take a little business card or something and stick down in your dash, cover up your VIN. This is the only showing visible VIN on almost every car when you walk up to it. Every other VIN on the car is under panels, under stuff on the interior. If you cover that VIN up, nobody can steal your car with software and make a key and drive off in it. Mercedes is fairly bad about that. Be warned of all that. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And that's gonna be it. Have a good day.